Throw Gang. We are joined by the Titan of the Tiger Stripe, Lawrence Schlossman, myself, the maestro of the mesh, James Harris. Welcome to the weekly Running to the Boys, with today's full episode only available on
www.throwingfits.com. The comp is over. Thank you to everyone joining us on our brand new home here at Substack.
Yeah, thank you to everyone that made us the fourth highest paid fashion Substack newsletter site. What are we? I don't know. Media empire. You've been tossing around that couplet.
We are a fashion and beauty and media empire.
Exactly. Yo, I was working on my trainer last week, and he's like, "Yo, so like, what's the?" Because we were talking about the new Kanye album.
Oh right? No!
Apparently that happened, and he's like, wait. And then I told him about a few guests we have coming up, and he's like, oh shit. He's like, yo, what's your podcast? Like, I want to check it out.
He was impressed.
And I tell him it's called Throwing Fits, and he's like, it's on Spotify. I'm like, yeah, of course. He looks up, he's like, yo, they got you in the beauty charts.
Yo, what the hell?
Like, bro,
we picked it.
Yeah, we picked it. We got us in the beauty charts because we're fucking beautiful.
Yeah, that's right.
Before we get into a cinematic return to form.
Oh,
fucking Siskel and Ebert's words straight from the critic's mouth.
Okay.
Battling GQ editors in front of a crowd. It's gonna be a big night. And giant chinos. No, not me when I was fat. Let's get into some shorts housekeeping. Lawrence.
Oh, yeah. So if you're listening to this
shorts
and you're wondering why you're only getting the free preview, it's because your Substack comp from Patreon has run out. So don't forget to sign up if you want to stay locked in and up to date with the goddamn motherfucking boys. The addendum to that is that shorts are now open to the entire public.
That's right.
The exclusivity window just for our Substack subscribers has ended. And shorts, the shop is just open. No password, no gatekeeping.
Well, it's not open yet. It will be open.
Oh, when is it?
Later this week.
When is it open?
But yeah, Friday.
Friday.
You'll see it on social media.
It'll be all over social media.
The Substack on the little media empire called Throwing Fits.
Yeah. When you get our emails and they go to the spammer promotions tab, make sure to move them over into your inbox so you don't miss a goddamn thing.
Ending that sidebar and bring back to the shorts. $65, version 4.0.
Yep.
Hand-poked mesh made, cut and sewn in China. We got ourselves a 9-inch inseam, which, if you look at the fit pic, hit me at my knee.
Yeah.
You just above the knee. I'm like sagging them. They're kind of like where my my groin fold begins. They're not cum gutters.
The physiological term groin fold.
Well, so I was watching Industry Season 3, episode 2 last night, and remember how we were talking about, it's like the screeners are great and everything, but without subtitles, you miss a lot of the fucking British jargon.
Sure.
Sweet Pea is telling Yaz about her friend going to do with Henry Muck, and she has a butt fold.
Yeah. What do you think that means? Cheekage?
It's right here.
Yeah, it's like the cheek meeting the thigh.
It's where cheek meets thigh. So what I'm saying is, I don't know what girls have it with
where soul meets body.
Yeah.
Shout out Death Cab for Cutie. No, that is the most.
Make like Larry and zoom in on your IG Explore page. You know what I'm talking about, the girlies in the bikinis. But that's where mine is sitting right now.
Yeah. Damn, the butt fold. That's a delicious piece of fucking dark meat, dude. Well, the legs.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Sure.
When you get your little chicken lunch, do you go dark meat only, or do you do dark and white?
I do quarter chicken, so it's drum and thigh.
If that was dinner, would you go half chicken? Because that's what I do. I do half chicken, all dark meat for my Peruvian spot.
I don't know. Probably just whatever they give me.
Okay.
I'm not one to make demands on the menu.
Well, I mean, there's just different size combos.
It's chicken omakase.
Okay.
Back to the shorts.
Yes.
You're wearing them at your waist. And you are all leg. That's why they're approaching, they're flirting with your knee, but they're not putting out.
Yeah.
Elastic drawstring waist. They fit true to size. We got a zipper back pocket, as always.
Yeah.
Hey, here's a little thing. Free shipping if you buy 3 or more pairs.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, sick, dude.
I didn't know that. Implemented that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got pink. We got pink with the slime.
Yep.
We got green with the dusty navy. I don't know if it's a true navy. And then we got blue with the orange the Knicks colorway. And yeah, again, same shorts you know and love, just more of them.
Yeah. The point that you made earlier.
Hand poked mesh.
They look good on everyone. It doesn't matter your body type.
Yes.
Like they're gonna fucking hit, as they always do. It's nice little fucking split hem, little fucking gusset for the sizers.
It's a repeating tribal sun motif on a tiger stripe. Camo so fucking back, even though we've been putting out camo shorts for years now. 2 years now.
Oh, that's right. Leopard camo.
Oh shit, 3 years now.
3 years now.
Because I was talking about the neon Realtree.
We're never wrong. We're just always
early.
Mm-hmm.
No logo on these. So don't worry. You don't have to have people be like, what's that? And you're like, it's a podcast. Like, what's it about? And you're like, it's on the beauty charts.
You could be as familiar as James's trainer and wear these without having to name your 5 favorite episodes to some hardo.
I've worn these playing tennis. I've worn these out to the fucking bar. I've worn these on date night. There was no date 2. No, I'm kidding.
Wait, I feel like that was not a joke.
No, because you don't wear shorts on a first date.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, you don't. You don't.
What if it's a picnic? We've had this discussion, no? Picnic, dude.
All right, picnic, yeah. But it's not COVID. We're not having first date picnics anymore.
I love a picnic. If I was dating, dude, honestly, dude, if I was on the market, which I'm not, but if I was, I feel like I would throw out a picnic every so often.
What would you bring to your first date picnic?
Bottle of wine, for show.
What would you bring for her?
Another bottle of wine.
Okay.
And then, showing off like the taste levels, literally bringing like some artisanal cheeses, maybe some fruit.
Yeah.
Dude, it's been so long since I've fed a bitch a grape.
Why don't you go home and feed your
wife?
My
wife doesn't really like grapes, so I told you my wife has walking pneumonia.
Yeah.
Which sounds like an old-timey ass disease, but is a thing that is spread.
God forbid. What if you're single soon, brother?
No. And you know what's funny? You said that. What's fucked up is that's how her uncle died.
What?
Her uncle died. Uncle Bobby, whose boots now are in my possession, he got pneumonia on like a trip on like a riverboat casino cruise.
Walking pneumonia?
I think walking pneumonia is a specific kind.
Did he make a deal with the devil on the riverboat casino?
No. I need a little walking around money and a little walking around pneumonia.
I'm down bad, but boy, I'll bet my soul I hit it on the river.
I've had to quarantine in my own apartment, speaking of like fucking COVID and shit, because like, dude, it's very contagious. And I can't. I told Jen, I'm like, listen, I'm sorry that you are the sickest you've ever been and feel like the worst you have ever in your entire life. But the nature of what we do for a living, I can't be out here hacking on mic, let alone spreading it to all of our A-list guests. And you, my friend, my colleague, my work husband.
Well, hey, maybe there's some picnics in your near future, brother. You can bring some artisanal cheeses and grapes.
No, this bitch can't be out in public, dude. She is caught. It's so.
Oh, I meant it when she dies.
She dies.
Yeah.
When Larry gets his groove back.
That'd be so ironic if your wife outlived you, just at the pace that you live.
It's not even. I was so high the other night that like I heard her coughing that I was like, "Yo, you're not gonna like die on me, are you?" I literally had that moment because I was scared. If she died, what would I do? I don't know what I would do without her.
If she died first, would you kill yourself?
No.
Why not?
I'd rather murder suicide it up, dude. Get in on the fun.
Okay. Yeah. No, you could just suicide.
Anyway, I think we were talking about picnics. I think a picnic is a fun first date.
We were talking about shorts. Yeah. So wear these to the first date if you're throwing a picnic.
I've worn them. I wear them to the bodega. I wear them to walk my dog. I wear them to the gym. That was a joke. I don't go to the gym, but yeah, they're good for any activity.
To the folks that have bought them, who were like week 1 paid subscribers, and to the mods of the Discord, specifically, they were like, yo, these are the best ones yet. So I don't know. You trust a mod? Buy the shorts.
Yo, I think the inseam, which I think is scary to some people when they see the 9-inch because of the 5-inch fucking deluge that like we literally started.
Yeah.
To some degree. I feel like that is like, you get like a little bit of like, sticker shock from that, but not, what is the term?
The small inseams.
Copy shock?
The small inseams hurt me.
Yeah. I think that with a 5 is always a 5. And even on me, the 5 then becomes a 3 almost, right? So I feel like gives you more versatility, to be totally frank.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's the shorts. Cop up now or forever hold this L.
Live later.
Oh, they ship right now.
In a few days. If you're listening to this on the day that the podcast comes out.
When you buy them, they are ready to ship, is what I'm trying to say.
Buy them on Friday. They will ship out either Friday or Monday.
Yeah.
Depending on whether Steve has had his lunch or not. Shout out, Steve.
We both have them on today. Let's do a fit check. What did you wear with yours?
All right. I'm wearing some Kiko Asics. These are the fucking 1030 USB-Cs, USB-Cs, whatever you plug in your laptop.
Hold on. Do you want me to read them off your shoe? It is the GT2160.
Okay.
Not even close, dude. Good thing I fact checked this, man.
What the fuck are the 1030s? Oh, these are the 2160s.
It was a test.
The socks are anonymousism, I believe. The shorts are throwing fits, cut and sew.
Tribal Sun, pink.
Tribal Sun, pink with the Slimer. The shirt is a Armani Vintage from our good homies at Chickies. Good luck with the move. I hear it's going well. Can't wait till we reopen.
You described it differently over text.
Details coming soon.
You described the shirt differently over text.
Oh, what did I? Are you sure? Why don't we wait till we're behind the paywall before you describe it?
Are we not?
No.
Yeah, no. It's always 10 minutes regardless.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Post fit check.
So you know how like
it's post fit check.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's funny you say that, like, just so confidently when, like, you know how I've been like going in and like making sure that, because there's all these new copy elements that Substack lets you do for, you know, pods, because they like can go to the RSS feed, can go to the email. So I'm like going in and like basically, you know, top editing all the work that Chuck puts in, and every preview is 10 minutes. So.
Cool. All right. Why don't you call it the rape shirt then? You just really want to call it that.
No, it's just funny because it's not black, which I thought we like rape shirts. I thought were black. Like my Brioni rape shirt. Wait, okay. I get a text from James this morning. It just, without any context, just says, wearing the Armani rape shirt. And I'm like, the gray one? And you say, yes.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Cool. The hat is Austria. The sunglasses are Sun Buddies. The boxers are Hanes boxers. I forgot to wear any jewelry because I had to get out of that house at like a normal person hour today.
What's that?
I left the crib at 9 a.m.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. To commute in.
Yeah.
Not to like go do like errands or work out or anything. So that was crazy. And then like, bro, I don't know how y'all do this 9 to 5 shit.
Yeah.
First of all, so, you know, the e-bike was calling my name, like the Green Goblin mask. Finally tracked one down. It's hard to find at like peak commute hours.
Yeah, I can only
track
imagine.
one down. I was a little nervous because I was running a little late for this meeting at 9:30 with an unnamed.
Yeah, I won't say.
Okay.
We'll talk about it.
But shout out Big L, the homie. You know who you are. Congrats on the engagement.
Oh, yeah. Congrats, bro.
And so I finally track one down and I'm biking past like the L train Bedford stop.
Okay.
And it is fucking pandemonium. Like, I shit you not, hundreds of people on the street.
Really?
That train must have been down, right?
Oh, for
and
sure.
like, as I'm biking there from Greenpoint, I'm noticing, I'm like, oh damn, thank God I found a fucking bike, because every single city bike station is a ghost town, ironically.
Yeah.
People had just like snatched them up when the L train went down. And so I was like, damn, I don't remember commuting normally during like normal worker B hours of like, you know, between 8:30 and 9:30. It's fucking atrocious.
Yeah, it's not.
And I have not taken the train because I just bike now everywhere. I haven't taken the train this summer. Maybe I've taken the train maybe like a few times.
Yeah.
Which I'm a little scared about how I'm going to get here in the winter when it's like not biking weather.
Yeah. Bus?
I think I'm just going to bike
Oh, really?
with leather gloves on.
Yeah, when it's like, or like you get like the oven mitt situation that the delivery guys have, which honestly might be better than gloves. Because then you don't have to like worry about losing. So if you lose a glove and then you're like, I got to bike home, and you only have, when you have one exposed hand to the elements, you're fucked.
Yeah, but I can't.
The mitts stay on.
I can't bring my. Yeah, they stay on the city bike. Yeah.
Yeah, damn. Okay, never mind.
Sipping on a Diet Pepsi and a Nalgene full of the Lower East Side's finest. Lawrence, what are you wearing?
Real quick on commutes.
Yeah.
Because we don't do that 9 to 5 shit. Like we
do that 5 to 9 shit.
Yeah, I enjoy the commute, but it's a fallacy because of the non-stressful time of commuting. Because I use it to listen to music, decompress, maybe catch up on an email or two. That was a lie. But if you normally commute like an average person, it's the worst part of your day. But better than sitting down at your desk. That's just defeating.
Yeah. I mean, you know, the last time I really commuted regularly was pre-pandemic.
Yeah, same.
And so that's what, 4 years now, a little over 4 years. And it's just like, bro. And I'm actually the only time I regularly take the train now is to go to therapy. And I told my therapist who I've been seeing over Zoom, I'm like, yo, like, could we just do this on Zoom forever? Because I can't carve out 3 hours of my day to like spend an hour getting there, especially with the G train getting fucked. Take 3 trains to get there.
Damn, that's a lot of transfers.
The G to the M or the E to the fucking B or the C. It's insane.
Is therapy like podcasting that it's so much better in person than over Zoom though? Like getting your money's worth.
I think it's different. I think they're different.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
they're not the same then in that regard. Where Zoom is totally fine.
For therapy.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Zoom podcasting. I can't. I couldn't. No. I wouldn't do it, and I personally don't want to listen.
Wouldn't
to it.
be me. Couldn't be us. But no, I think like in the beginning, you want to get to know whatever from my fucking therapy boys out there, from like Tony Sopranos.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you want to get to know like your manners, or they want to get to know like your mannerisms, like catch the vibe, if you will, for diving into your fucking
all of your tells.
Yeah, all your ticks.
Oh, you've been lying this whole time.
This motherfucker loves his father. All right. Fit check, drink check, complete. Lawrence.
Okay. I am wearing Jawn Sambas. The socks are Manresa. I have on the green Tribal Sun Throwing Fits mesh shorts. The shirt is from J.Crew, and I don't want to get the product name wrong because I spent all morning trying to find it for all our listeners.
All morning?
Well, yeah, went on the website and was like, fuck, how am I going to find the name of the shirt? Well, I'm assuming that, whatever. Anyway, it's the relaxed short sleeve garment dyed heritage twill shirt.
Thank you.
Based on a vintage reference from their catalogs of the past. I did a little bit of research. I just read the copy.
Very cool, J.Crew.
I have to shout you out. You kind of, you're half of what inspired me. Does this shirt kind of look familiar?
I mean, the khaki sand color, the dual chest pockets, obviously it's based, your purchase was based on my husband's shirt that I copped while in Paris, baby.
There has not been a cop of yours that has, we'll say, inspired me more than that. That's a
well,
kind
what
of
about what about we're not done with your hat yet?
Well, that's different. Damn, dude, I'm coming off like a poser. No, that husband shirt is so fucking fire. And there's an iconic Harrison Ford zoot in Paris where he's wearing a tan khaki one, like a blue blazer and like some, I'm assuming Levi's 501 jeans. And it's a great all-time fucking fit pick. And I've been looking for this kind of, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of like a safari work shirt type vibe.
Yeah, I thought after watching Lawrence of Arabia, and
he's
being in her White Savior Summer, and then also,
bro, he's fully fucking white boy says enchilada out though. He's in the full garb.
But I feel like,
I guess there was the military stuff.
And we're going to talk about, acquiring the shirt for a J.Crew photo shoot. But I told someone involved with it, I was like, yeah, I think he thinks he's like General Rommel in the desert, bro.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh.
On your like safari shit.
Well, no, I think I'm Harrison Ford in Paris in 1980, my G.
Oh, sorry. I got the wrong zoot that you based your personality off of.
Yeah. Well, not personality, just more of the outfit.
Self-expression.
My personality is probably more like Lawrence of Arabia, white savior, than it is Harrison Ford in Paris.
And General Rommel just, colonizing Africa.
Who's General Rommel?
He won I think he was British, maybe American, and he led a tank division in North Africa against the Nazis.
II?
Damn. And it was our first kind of like overseas victory against the fucking Nazis.
Damn. Rommel. Alien Rommel. Not spelled like Romulus. Rommel.
Yeah.
Erwin Rommel. He was German. So
what?
I think you're thinking of a different guy. Yeah. This is Rommel's German.
He was a Nazi?
Rommel. He was the desert. He was the Nazi known as the Desert Fox.
Whoopsie.
Yeah. So yeah, the wrong kind of white guy. Of all the bad types of white guys, that's the worst kind, I would say. Lawrence of Arabia is above that. He's better, at least. But
yes, Rommel was defeated by the British 8th Army. It marked the beginning of the end for the evil axis in North Africa.
Desert Fox. Here's the problem with the Nazis. Like we talked about how the uniforms were gas, but like the nicknames, the Angel of Death. Desert Fox. Like they all sound like fucking UFC fighters, dude.
Yeah.
Or American gladiators or German gladiators.
Yeah, except in German, it's like, you can do a dessert in.
Literally, dude. German Fieldermarschall. Anyway, don't shout out General Rommel.
No,
You've gotten too much screen time already.
My bad.
Or airtime.
I'm dyslexic when it comes to history.
Yeah,
all right, what else are you wearing?
Thanks for the inspo. Appreciate you, dude.
Yeah.
I know it's not a husband's shirt, right? But for me, stylistically, it hits all the notes. That's why I wore it again.
So it's like the fast fashion.
J.Crew's not fast fashion.
Is it not?
This 100% con. This will last. If anything, I'm like, excited to beat it up.
Okay.
Beat it up.
You're the guy that's become buying the cheaper knockoff version of the real thing.
Times are
tough. Which is totally fine. Bro.
Not everyone can afford to ball out in Paris. Maybe when we're the number 3 fashion and beauty podcast on the Substack charts, but right now I am fine with the J.Crew version. What's
interesting about rising up the charts is that because this is the charts are laid out by revenue. Yeah, so it's interesting to be like, oh, we passed that person. Oh, I was making this much. Oh, we passed that person making that much.
My highlights of last week was reading all like the bold face and a lot of them are women, so it's not like I'm saying we're like better than women. But reading out names where like Jen is like, oh, I remember Garance. I mean, we're not beating Are we beating Leandra?
I don't know.
Oh, yo, fucking. We're the male men. What is her man repeller? We're the man attractors.
That was our old shit.
Yeah. Is that a title? Man attractors?
No. Maybe.
Okay. Main attractors, main attractions, dude. All right. The pleaser is Hanes. The hat is Utility Materials Inc.
Yeah.
Another one that made its way to this side of the table via the Jimmy Bump.
I think I wore it last week. It's a great hat, right?
It's awesome, dude.
Yeah. I love the colorway.
Oh, the colorway is so khaki. Got the black, match up the shoes. You know what I mean?
I love the colorway of the hat, not your fit. But the colorway of the hat is like goes with. I've been wearing it with the Green Boys all weekend.
The colorway of the hat is the colorway of my fit as well to some degree.
All right.
Okay. Anyway. And you know what? Shout out all the fucking hatsmen out there. It is National Hair Loss Awareness Month.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Month? Y'all get a whole month?
I got it.
Yeah. Wait, y'all baldies get the same amount as black people?
Also, why the fuck did I get an email about this? This was just like a random thing that happened just now. And I was like, oh, I could fucking work it in. Why am I on the fucking listserv for fucking bald guys?
Wait, you know what? I got an email from hello@planetofthevapes.com.
I saw that on your close friends. Yeah. What's that about?
So Jerry,
Planet of the Vapes.
yeah, our friend Jerry Stickstones enjoys vaping dry herbs, and he wants to guide me through the world of glass accessories of Planet of the Vapes and how they can elevate your dry herb vaping experience.
That's slang for marijuana, right?
I think so.
That's what he's.
But I'm like, what the fuck? And like the. I mean, I'll take a screenshot and we can post it as Zood. But do we do Zoods for this?
Nope.
Okay, I'm just like, look at this guy.
No, I mean, he's awesome.
Look at this guy.
We're gonna call this episode "Planet of the Vapes."
Okay, great. Return of the Planet of the Vapes.
Oh, closet so smoky, looking like Planet of the Vapes. Planet of the Vapes. That's so funny. That's a great.
I don't know why. Like, I feel like ever since the entire country's social security database got fucking hacked.
True.
I'm getting emails from like 3 months that are postmarked 3 months ago from Ticketmaster being like, "Hey, your data was stolen," and I'm like, "What do I do with this information?"
But is there a database for balding guys? Because
I'm sure it's based on your. They probably hacked Hims. Hims got hacked, bro.
Hims definitely got hacked. Damn.
Or more likely, Hims is selling their marketing information and your data to planetofthebaldies.com.
If that's what it takes for me to buy fucking name brand finasteride, I'll do it all day, dude.
I'm just saying, like, yes, massive hacks, massive leaks. It's like, what are they going to do? What are they going to do with my information? Like, what could
email you about an awareness month?
If I gave you my social security number, what could you do with that?
I think sign up for a credit card but I also have all your other information as someone who knows you, as your friend, versus like if I was a third party fucking, dark web pirate. So I have your social, maybe I have your name. I still need what your
my first pet's name?
Your first pet's name.
Yeah.
No, I know, but you were thinking of getting a tattoo it's a dog.
Yeah.
And you were thinking of getting a tattoo to commemorate him.
Her.
Fuck.
I know your height, 5'10.5.
What's we'll get into that. I need to clear my name. I need to clear my ball ass name. Give me a hint.
No, it's not former. She shared a homonym name with a rapper from the Lou.
Okay, so we got Murphy Lee. That's not a homonym. We have all the Saint Lunatics. We have Nelly
with IE though.
Nice. Well, that's how the dog. I think dogs should get IEs. I think like Georgie.
Yeah.
IE.
Peppery.
Yeah. R.I.P.
All right. What else are you wearing?
Rolly on the wrist, wedding ring on the finger, wavy on the pinky, chrome on the other hand. My Celsius today. I should maybe do a tier, like a Celsius tier flavor, or maybe even with Zin, because dude, some of these are superior, like sparkling strawberry lemonade. Woo, refreshing as fucking hell. Cool mint, 6 milli Zin. The sunglasses are Cubits. I'm not a big how there's like shopping experiences that are like experiential, mainly I think in New York more than anywhere else, where like it's like a bespoke type deal where you can like make a thing.
Yeah, it's like American Doll, but for sunglasses.
Yes, exactly. Build-A-Bear, dude, for fucking John's enthusiasts. So I don't know if you could do this on the website, but at the Cubits store in Soho, you can like pick the frame, pick the lens color, pick like the fucking acetate, all that shit. So you kind of feel like it's the illusion of being a designer. But with sunglasses, where there's like only a few elements, I feel like that's a more valid kind of dream to be in the Cubit store and being like, I'm a designer.
So they like build it for you on the spot? They're just like,
no, they had to ship them to me.
Okay.
So it wasn't like, it's not like Build-A-Bear American Doll where you can walk out with your toy. Anyway, I'll put the green lenses in. Another thing that matches the fit today. Shout out Cubits. Thank you so much for having me and getting me on my fucking design shit. The underwear is Skims. And I believe that is a full fit check and drink check, James.
All right. Oh, real quick, because we're shouting out the the shorts we made, I was biking to the J.Crew store. So this weekend, the big marquee event of the weekend for me at least, because it was like a rainy weekend, like I didn't really do much. And this fucking Sunday photo shoot kind of fucked up my weekend. In that, like, it was like, all right.
Video shoot.
We did a little video shoot with J.Crew. We killed it. They scheduled it like 4.5 hours for us to do it. We were finished in 2.
One take Jake's over here, dude. It'll be out this week too.
Yeah.
Quick turnaround.
I was biking into Manhattan into the men's store on Bond and Lafayette, which is newish. I don't know.
Brand new.
And I ran into the homie Alyssa Vingan, friend of the pod. Everyone go listen to her podcast, by the way. The New Guard. And I'm just like straddling my fucking ghost bike, chopping it up, shooting the shit.
Stop and chat.
I'm like, so how's your brat summer? She's like, more of like a beach bummer summer.
Oh, that's right. She was in the V.
And I see this dude walk by on like kind of around here actually on like, I don't know, Stanton and Allen or something. I'm like, hey, yo, nice shirt. And he's trying to go, oh, thanks, bro. Oh, it's Jimmy.
Wait, what was the shirt? One of the summer shirts?
It was a summer shirt. It was the blueberry. And he looked fucking good.
Plum.
Sorry. It was the plum. And he looked fucking good. Shout out Sachi, I think is your name. Go get brunch with his maybe girlfriend, maybe partner. I don't know.
So he had to dress the part.
Yes.
This ain't no fucking picnic date. This is brunch with my main squeeze.
My man getting fucking, he getting that plum pussy. He getting that, he got pussy in the plum.
Whoa, that could be his almost girlfriend you're talking about. What was the rest of the fit? Can we fit check Sachi?
No, shorts, shoes, hat. I don't know.
Look at that. Just more versatile.
Hey, just want to shout him out before going over to the store and like, so Lawrence, let's talk about this photo shoot with J.Crew that we did where for
video
me,
shoot.
Okay. Video shoot. For me, when it was my first time shopping in a J.Crew in a minute. Actually, the last time I went was I had to kill time and it was raining out and I went to J.Crew in Rockefeller Center and we talked about this a little bit. This is like a while ago. I was like, yo, as much as like there's all this noise and all this love and outpouring of support and energy around like Brendan kind of like taking the helm of the men's stuff. And, you know, the marketing is better. The vibes are better. You know, there's like the giant chinos. There's the fucking, all these pieces that people are gravitating towards. At the Rockefeller Center store, I was like, it's still basic bro ass shit, right? It's still like slim cut gingham shirts. It's like middle management, fucking Brad at the regional office. It's got wall to wall.
The shit that you sell to keep the lights on.
I had to like seek out like the Brendan stuff or the clearly Brendan stuff. And it was kind of like not hidden, but it was a little bit of a search to go find it. Now though, the store on Bond and Lafayette, they were like, yo, go to this store, go pick an outfit for yourself. And we highly suggest this store because it has like the most shit available.
Yeah, and I don't know how new it is. They definitely use the phrase like our new men's shop, so it's got to be within the last couple of months. But merchandise really well, which I feel like is kind of like when I think of J.Crew, new or old, right? Like I think of the mall store, and I think of like a little men's section that like everything that was once folded at one point when they opened up is now like been exploded, like a fucking IED went off, versus the men's store, that's like a gleaming cube of Americana and
an
menswear.
OCBD IED.
Not bad. An Oxford cloth button down improvisational explosive device. Wait, could that be the title?
Whatever
OCBD IED.
Yeah. And
damn, died.
They were gonna like pull some shit for us, and they asked for a sizing, and that's when they asked for a height for some reason.
Oh,
and yo, real quick,
yeah.
So I was like, wait, you know, I've been saying I'm 5'10". I went to my driver's license; it says 5'9".
How tall are you actually?
Well, according to the fucking U.S. government and the people that have hacked my information, I am 5'9". Now, eyes brown, sex medium.
Just a little bit of sex, average amount of sex.
Medium.
Wait. When you, and remind me, because like on my driver's license, it says 5'11". Do they measure your height or do they just ask you?
I don't know, bro.
I don't remember.
So, because I got mine when I was like 16. So I was like, damn, I'm 5'9". Okay, here's my height, 5'9". Even though I thought I was 5'10", even though I've been saying 5'10", I wrote 5'9". They asked you your height.
I said 5'10" and a half.
You said 5'10.5".
LOL, and I included an LOL because I did realize it was funny. But
is it funny? Or
well, here's the thing: this joke of adding a half inch to your height, which then became honestly its own bit within the email chain. I'm just bringing just love and joy wherever I fucking show up, whether it's in your inbox, whether it's IRL, whatever. But I'm actually subtracting, I think. I'm not adding, I'm subtracting.
See, this is tough, right? This is tough. I understand that you're trying to be accurate.
Yeah.
I understand that you're trying to like
for inseam purposes,
be honest with yourself, but adding a half in, and this, the way that I read it was like, because I always thought you were 5'10", because I'm taller than you. At 5'9", and me being taller than you, you must be 5'10".
We could go back to back right now, my friend. You will go shoes off. You are not taller.
There's no way you're 5'11". So I was like, okay,
I have bad posture.
5'10". Okay, so.
But I'm actually,
when you get stretched out, you're 5'10" and a half.
Yeah, dude. When I get drawn and quartered, I'm 5'11".
The way it read to me was like, this guy's adding a half inch to his height. Why is he doing that? That's fucking weird. Just be 5'10", bro. And if you're like, oh, actually, I'm not 5'11". I'm actually 5'10" and a half.
Yeah.
You can't win.
No, I'm in that.
What are you doing?
I agree with you that I can't win. I'm in that maybe what is the worst height, which is anywhere between 5'10" and 5'11". And I actually thought that by saying 5'10" and a half, I was being as accurate as possible for like it, styling purposes. When, I get that it reads like a straight up capper, which is why I included the LOL.
And then why people started making fun of you by being like, oh, actually, I'm 5'11.75.
Were they making fun of me? Were they laughing with me or at me?
Fun at your expense.
I can kind of see that. With that said, I have always been able to laugh at myself. I feel like, that's why
we're here, baby.
It's what we do for a living. But it's weird to be like, I'm actually taking a half off to make it more like locked in and more bullseye.
So honorable. So
also,
humble.
wait, you think you're taller than me?
When we sit down, I'm currently taller than you. Look at this screen.
No, I know. And that's
look at the Fitbit.
That's I'm standing behind you.
Well, I always tell you to come meet me.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel like there's enough room to always be shoulder to shoulder versus staggered.
Always behind me.
Larry in the cut. That's a very above average sized sight.
Yeah, sex medium.
Yeah, no, it's tough being 5'11", and to all
being 5'10",
and to all the short kings out there that would even love to be like 5'9", like we see you somewhere down there, we hear you. Even if you need to shout up at us. And I understand that this is, work. This is a champagne problem to have. But no, I think.
Do you always include a half inch?
No. It was just.
So why here?
It just felt because this video shoot was coming together so quickly and there was so many moving parts. The last thing I wanted was to show when there was the version of this where they were going to send stuff to set or send it to us. And it wasn't a thing where you could go and try stuff on in person. I wanted to be as accurate as possible so that it's one less thing that, Diva Larry could complain.
This guy's a fucking half inch shorter than we thought he was.
Being like,
we got to reschedule the photo shoot.
No, meaning like these pants are the wrong inseam.
Oh, yeah.
Like
half inch off.
No,
what were the pants that you got?
Huh?
What were the pants that you got?
Oh, well, so speaking of the J.Crew in-store shopping experience, the new men's store, I was pleasantly surprised on how much there was to love. In fact, I might have fudged the numbies a bit and like made sure that I came home with a free giant fit Oxford. I love all that giant fit stuff. That really feels like, if I think of the value prop of J.Crew and all recent micro trends aside, like the old money aesthetic and quiet luxury, like vintage polo, vintage J.Crew, any of that vintage kind of like catalog Americana dressing, the big old pants and the big old shirts, to throw out another zood, makes me feel a little Army Hammer in Call Me By Your Name. Just a big ass fucking shirt.
Bro, you're just out here dressing like fucking
like a white
men in movies,
like a white. But I thought there was and yeah, it's merchandised like perfectly.
Real quick, just run through what you got.
I got giant chinos in black. Though there is a
speaking of which, speaking of black chinos, next week we got Toro Imoa.
Yeah, what a
great episode!
What a guy, yo! If you guys are not Toro heads, I don't think we were. The Groms had not been more excited. For
the boys
booking.
are buzzing.
Oh my god! No, but the new singles, like the stuff from the Whole Earth record, which is what we're talking to Chaz about tomorrow, dude. Tuesday Hollywood, like these songs are bangers.
Yeah. When we got like a description ahead of time, like, oh, like there's some pop punk and rapping. I'm like, okay, but it works. It works. And there's a lot of conversation around like kind of like diving into new genres. Kind of like play acting and posering and just like doing it because that's where the money is versus like authentically loving a sound and like making it a part of your repertoire, finding the gray areas and trying to like blend, elements of like hyper pop and hip hop and even like fucking how chill wave has like informed him. Mm-hmm. And he's been around for a minute.
OG, dude.
Oh, fucking G. Anyway, that's this week's episode with Tori Moa, another Malaysian hence black chino.
Yeah.
But back to, okay, so you got this shirt, you got giant black chinos.
I got some J.Crew in-house like hard bottom, like proper like bleachers, which were nice.
Sizing issues with those?
Yeah, I really wanted to wear those shoes specifically with the fit, and they didn't have my size, so I sized down a half. Though I will say,
is that what happened?
Yeah, they didn't have a 10, so I needed a 9.5.
Wait, I can't tell. Are you winking at me or
no? I'm serious.
I thought you went down at. I thought you got your brother's foot size.
Oh
so
no.
Give them to him.
No, my brother and I mainly like he can. I think he can do a 9.5 better than I can do a 9.5. With that said, I was like, okay, I'll earmark these for Doug, so he like has some new like office shoes that are like not offensive, but just being in them for like 2 hours, I think they stretched out enough where like I think I'm just gonna keep them for myself. Right. Never hurts to just
very
have
honorable
a pair of black dress shoes, you know. And then I got the giant fit Oxford in white. I went true to size. I didn't size. I know people are like, you can size down that. I like that big oversized look. Right. Just an easy breezy guy to wear with fucking mesh shorts, dude. Yeah. On a dog walk or a bodega run. And I think that was, and we went no hats, right?
No hats, no sunglasses.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
I did go the oversized OCBD, kind of like a blue with like a light pink stripe, I think. I don't know.
It is called Garland Blue Multi.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I got navy giant chinos, and the giant chinos, my first time trying them. I know that like that was like a huge moment in J.Crew and like menswear world. Not that big, not that giant.
Well,
giant is a generous term.
For
I understand.
J.Crew.
Yes. Yeah. And for like the typical J.Crew customer, that might be like, bro, what? These are fucking ginormous. It's like a fucking alien Romulus-sized chino.
Wait, what is it? Because it's a huge movie.
Well, it's a big spaceship. It's Romulus is the spaceship.
Space station.
It's a space station.
It's one half of.
Ridley Scott didn't even direct this one.
No, he didn't. Well,
there's Federico von Agave.
Alvarez, Federico Alvarez. Sure. There's a Romulus side and a Remus side to the space station.
Oh, like the two brothers that sucked their wolf mother's teats.
That got drunk on that wolf milk and founded Rome.
Wolf milk, good title.
Maybe.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, okay. So let's talk about the store. So you love J.Crew, right? You're born to fucking wear this shit. This is like
more of an apologist than you. Yeah.
Come on, J.Crew. I feel like
love is. I don't know if I love any brand. Brands aren't people.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, they are.
According to Supreme Court. I'll say this about J.Crew. Yes, it was very well merchandised. I think that they did a great job in this store of taking like, because I was looking around and kind of just like, I think anyone from our world, they have like a more critical eye, more expert eye, expert lens that they bring to these places. I was like, you know what? There actually isn't that much here for that I would wear to this footage.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Generally speaking, a lot of it was very kind of like, you know, that middle management shit, a lot of slim cut shirts. I was actually surprised that a lot of shirts had like slim in the fucking label. I'm like,
put asses in seats, dude.
I'm like, yo, this is like, there were some shirts that I was like, what about this? He's like, oh, well, it's a slim cut. I'm like, he's like, and shout out Austin, he's very helpful, but he's like,
shout out Jonathan, my guy, great guy.
He was okay. He was like, you know, why don't you try sizing up? I was like, I'll try that. With the oversized, I actually sized down and got a small, which was still a little billowy on me.
Yeah. You looked great.
Thank you. The chinos, the giant chinos, like they were like, oh, do you want us to cuff them more so they like there's no break? I'm like, no, I want break. I want them pulling a little bit.
Did you size down the chinos as well? Because that's what my
I want 32.
Oh, because my favorite thing about those chinos is like they're sized. It's a vanity sizing thing.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Like a 34, they're fucking falling down to my ankles like a cartoon character. But like even though it's closer to my real waist than I think a 32. But I'm a 32 in those
with the stitched hem. I'm like,
oh, you mean the cuff?
The cuff,
the built-in cuff,
built-in cuff. I'm like,
Well, that's an aesthetic choice that I actually like. The only thing, and I told Brendan this a million years ago at some J.Crew holiday party, I was like, yo, can we get a pleated pair of these? And I think he was like, that's the thing I'm trying to push through because
and that was 3 years ago. That was when the worst photo you ever taken was taken.
That's true. And it's a shame that there isn't a pleated version yet because I really think that would like go crazy. Maybe because J.Crew has pleated chinos, but I just want a pleat or even a double pleat on the giant chinos. You know?
Here's what I noticed was that most of the guys in there, they were like with their girlfriends, right? And they were wearing 5-inch inseams. They were like wearing nice boy fits. And it felt like you could easily walk into a J.Crew. And whether you're like new to this, whether you're like kind of want to get away from just wearing like, office core, business cash type shit. What are you looking at? What's distracting you now?
No, there are fucking pleated options.
Cool. It just felt like, like kind of like nice boy fits. A lot of girls like asking questions on their behalf.
Sure.
A lot of girls asking the sales associates like, hey, do you think he should size up or size down in this?
He's wondering if he can switch these out for a bigger size. We like to send them back to the stock room.
He said no pickles. And it did very much feel like, look, if you want to look nice, look presentable, kind of look a little interesting, not just like a basic bro or just a fucking Peter Millar performance golf polo wearing motherfucker.
Yeah,
you could easily walk into J.Crew and just be like 1, 2, 3, 4, and like you're good.
New wardrobe.
And you could
done.
you would obviously, because it's a huge brand, be wearing the same thing as a lot of other guys.
Yeah,
you could make it your own a little bit. I just felt like it was a little like paint by numbers.
A little bit, yeah.
It was a little like, okay, I see like the quote unquote good shit or the Brendan shit mixed in and like kind of spread around. If you really like kind of thought about it, I was like, you know what, the stuff that I myself would be gravitated towards, you could fit in like a very small space here.
How did Brendan stuff look next to like the more like typical J.Crew stuff? Like it's pretty seamless though, right? Like
I thought it stood out.
Really?
It was pretty obvious what was like,
Yeah. I think the good stuff, maybe dare I say great stuff, is like a lot of like the stuff that Brendan is pulling from the archive, whether it's like, the heritage twill shirt or, your giant fit Oxford or chinos. Like, I think that stuff is like beyond reproach. Like people, like if that's the kind of look you want, like that's there for you at like a pretty,
but then my counterpoint to that is
point. Price point?
For sure. But my counterpoint to that is I was looking around and I was kind of like, oh shit, like what could I get here that I don't have that I need? I had everything.
You have
like,
OCBDs? I feel like you're an OCBD guay.
Okay, I do have OCBDs, but it's also like, oh, I have like, kind of like the multi-grain fucking stripe?
Yeah, it was, men's multi, I don't know,
whatever. Like I have that shirt.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I have this navy woven belt. I have these loafers. I have pants that are big that don't need to be marketed as like giant, right?
Yeah.
So it's just, and this is a fucking me problem where I'm just like, I don't need anything. I have everything. Like it really was like, all right, I'm just going to look presentable for the video shoot. No need to correct me there. And it'll go straight to, selling it at, if we throw a bazaar at some point in the near future.
Yeah. I kind of wish I had done more research because there's a classic double pleated chino. I wonder how big that is compared to the giant.
Why couldn't you find it in the store?
Because when I knew the treatment for the video, and I knew there was a certain element that the video was going to kind of be about, I'm like, okay, well, I need to wear this thing. I'm going to go right to the giant version of it. That's all I'll say. No spoilers. And then in terms of like the shirt, I went in being like, you know what? I've seen the giant fit OCBD. I know that's like the next, giant fit piece that they've dropped, but I never tried it on. And I wanted to see like how the sizing kind of broke down. And I went in thinking that I'm going to wear a whole giant fit, top and bottom, only to then see this guy jump out from the racks and be like, wait a second, let me go black and tan with this shit and fucking do a little high-low, more like, like a hard-wearing Johns, but with a sophisticated color palette. That was my thinking in terms of styling my 5'10" and a half self.
Let me go beat up some Irishmen the way I'm all black and tan. That's you, not me. Fucking long live the Republic.
Yeah.
Down with the king.
I also would like the Republic to live long.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? I don't know, man. I think like it definitely J.Crew feels like it serves a utility. It serves a purpose.
Absolutely.
If it is someone's like entry point into like the wider world of menswear and Johns, I'm all for that. However, I think it's also kind of like a very easy like plateau point where it's like, oh, this is all I need. This is all I need, right? Everything I need is right here. You know what? Oh, I'm just going to get this OCBD giant fit instead of like, I know you're new to our legacy, not true to our legacy, instead of like an old, borrowed shirt.
Oh, for sure.
Which, yes, I have like plenty of those.
Yeah.
Which are like button down OCBDs. So I could see it just kind of being like, and that's totally fine, right? If this is where you land and like, this is whether it's like price, just like, okay, it's got one of everything that I need. Great. However, it could also be kind of like not a dead end, but like a very cushy
closed loop
closed loop, closed ecosystem, landing point, plateau.
Which I will say in credit to J.Crew is that I think that's because the average guy is going in there with his girlfriend to get the fit, to get the wardrobe,
to get the slim cut gingham shirt.
Yeah, with maybe the chinos to match and a pair of shoes and socks and a tie. Maybe it's for like some special occasion. Maybe it's for like the new job wardrobe, whatever it is. So I understand like the closed loop, being the utility. To your point, I guess like my thing is when I think of J.Crew and I remove the marketing that we see on our corner of the internet, I would go as far as to say, if we were talking about J.Crew and I just said overrated, underrated, and we're playing the pitchfork game, I legitimately think it's underrated.
In our world, I would say overrated.
Well, when I said removed and devoid from the marketing,
okay.
I'm pleasantly surprised. And granted, that was the brand new menswear merchandise to a T, and they might not have everything at your local store that they have at the flagship downtown.
It was also giving a little like hashtag menswear. There was like a bar with like Woodford Reserve whiskey and like fucking like fishing vibe, and like old fishing cabin fucking vibes.
And is that not on the nose because of the kind of, era that we're in where a lot of that stuff is just because selling?
But just because it's on the nose, just because it's like on trend doesn't mean that it's like, it's like it's timed well, I guess, but it doesn't mean
for sure
here to stay or like necessarily the best thing possible.
Though it's not like J.Crew is ever trying to be anything that it's not, right? So timing aside, well, I think that, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think a lot of that branding stuff that is the best of the bunch is still based on these vintage references that they have in, their illustrious history of sending catalogs to suburbia.
And that's why, and again, this is like a fucking coming from a position of privilege. I'm just like, I have everything that this is like, I don't need anything because I already have like, I already have that giant navy chinos from graph paper.
Yeah. Well,
I already have that oversized OCBD from Our Legacy.
Okay. So
I already have these loafers from fucking Blackstock and Weber.
Okay. So here's my question. How much is an Our Legacy borrowed shirt?
A lot of money.
Well, no. Like is it $200?
Probably a little more.
Oh, damn. Okay. So then I think the value here is for someone who's that wants to try out like a giant shirt look. You could and you should support independent brands that are like, setting trends. You should absolutely do that, like OL. But at the same time, there is a shirt from J.Crew that can accomplish what we're talking about aesthetically. So you could like test drive it for $50. And it's on because it's on sale.
Why is it $50? That's crazy.
Well, it's it's
on sale.
So it's a pink candy stripe. And
okay, well, that's reason one why it's on sale.
What about a solid mint is nice. I have a version from Kamakura that's very much based on a famous shirt that Miles Davis wore on the cover of one of his albums.
That's a third fucking dude zood board that you just dress like.
Rec Center is going to be bussing.
Oh God.
No, dude, I have reference points like anybody else, and a lot of mine are of a very specific variety.
Yeah.
Silver screen, classic male role models.
Your work desk neighbor.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Why not? You can find that if price is the thing, find the fucking reference on eBay for $20.
Oh, like the real vintage? Yeah, absolutely. Probably
not
fucking
even vintage.
Probably
find
an
like
Arrow shirt.
Yeah, or like an old Brooks Brothers shirt.
Yeah, for sure. I wonder if the fit is as giant, even on those old things, versus an intentionally modern giant. Yeah, probably.
Absolutely. What the fuck are you talking
about? Size 16 neck, estimated weight, 300 pounds.
Well, look, we've given J.Crew a lot of airtime.
Sure.
More than they fucking ever thought they would get from us. That wasn't like outright negative. I'll just say this. After 2 hours spent in an OCBD, chinos, loafers, fucking dress socks.
Oh, you got shoes from J.Crew?
Yeah.
Were those like a tassel loafer? What was that?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I might keep those.
Comfy?
They're fine. They got scratched up because of like what we were doing.
Oh, yeah, true.
But yeah, they're fine. I feel like it's kind of like a regular ass loafer that, it doesn't hurt to have that.
Probably better quality though than Bass, dude. The Bass quality. I don't know if you've like put on a pair of Weegens, even just like to fuck around with, like in the past couple of years. Shit is plastic, dude.
Yeah. They sent me some patent leather ones. Cause I needed some, I didn't ask for them. They were like, hey, do you want these? And I'm like, okay. Yeah. Maybe you need some black ones for a black tie wedding I'm going to. And I'm like, I can't, fuck no. Hell no. Hell no. I need to dance. I don't want to fucking cut my feet off.
Yeah. Those are rough, dude. Those are hard to break in.
But so after this video shoot that was like, I thought it was going to be early. I thought it was going to be Sunday morning.
Yeah.
So I I didn't do anything Saturday night. It was fucking raining all weekend. Another thing, my apologies, J.Crew, because, I Actually, you know what? I love J.Crew. Yeah, I love them because while I was trying on some shirts, I definitely got some new tattoo ink on some.
Oh, that's what you went and got Yats this weekend, correct?
Shout out Goosack. My guy spent 5 hours in the chair.
Damn.
Not actually, sorry, 5 hours like from like door to door.
More pagan imagery?
No.
Oh, what do you got?
Pagan imagery.
Yeah, a lot of your stuff is like the Tribal Sons. It's a little pagan, I think, in its reference points. No,
like my Gothic New York one. Is that pagan?
No. The more of the stuff upstairs.
I mean, the Lou stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
He's Ukrainian, so it was actually like mad interesting, and like he's posted some like pretty hardcore awesome shit about like Ukraine, and he's like he's very fuck Russia, so it was cool to talk about that. He is I brought you to his studio and got a tattoo with him like years ago
before I was in my inks era as an inksman.
You're just sitting there like, are you done yet?
No, I was. I think you asked me to take content.
No, I did.
I think when I was there, you definitely did.
No, I did.
I definitely did.
But you were like, well, does that hurt?
This is cool. I would think I'm going to do this at some point. My friend James is so fucking cool, dude. Well, he wears
don't tell my mom because I will be buried in a Jewish cemetery.
He has the coolest tattoos. He wears the coolest hats, dude. He eats at the best restaurants. He fucks the baddest bitches, dude. My man is the shit.
You only slapped my new tattoo twice when we were like,
oh, please. You were like, don't gesticulate in this area, and I feel like I didn't hit it.
When we hugged, you hit it. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about the big embrace. Yeah.
But anyway, so I had a pretty dead weekend. So after J.Crew, I was like, oh my God, you know what? I'm sick of this fucking menswear shit. Let me go. And while I'm biking, first of all, I biked over the Brooklyn Bridge, then I biked over the Manhattan Bridge, and then eventually when I went home, I biked over the Williamsburg Bridge. But I went to the new 194 store. I was like, I need some fucking down and dirty,
palate cleanser,
vintage, goddamn grimy, grubby dirtbag shit.
Wait, you did 3? How many bridges are there? There's that movie. Is it 5 bridges and you did 3 of the 5?
Well, let's count. There's Brooklyn, Manhattan, Williamsburg, 59th Street, Triborough, RFK Bridge. Okay. And on the west side, there's George Washington. That's it.
Okay, so there's 21 bridges.
In Manhattan?
There's 21, and I know this because there's a movie called that's actually really fucking good with a R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman, the Black Panther himself. It's a movie called 21 Bridges, and the whole thing is because a bunch of cops get killed, NYPD officers, so they shut down all of the bridges, and that's why it's called 21 Bridges.
Damn.
That's so many?
Yeah. First of the 21 connections in and out of 17 of them are bridges.
Okay.
The other 4 are tunnels.
Oh,
I guess there's like all those. Yeah, there's like a lot of small ones between like what?
So it might be the Planet of the Vapes talking, but is a tunnel just a bridge that's underground, bro? Right?
So I hit all 17 bridges and tunnels. And yeah, I went to 194 store. Shout out Jake, owner of one of the best IG handles. I'm in no rush.
Oh, right. Yeah. Big Jake, dude.
Wait, what's Bryce's? You already late, G?
No. You got to get out of my crib, G. Yo, Daryl, little kid's bike. Yeah. Like, I kind of, if I would rank them, Bryce. You have Dr. Taco is a good one.
I would rank Bryce as number 1. You got to get out of my crib. Rob from CC, Aight son.
Yeah, Aight son is good with 2 eyes. Aight. You got to get out of my crib, G is elite, dude.
Yeah, all-timer.
I mean, it's one of those things where it's like you don't give a fuck about discoverability because you're just like a cool dude. Like,
well, I don't know about you. I'm always Googling, you got to get out of my crib.
You can have fun with it. Damn,
SEO's crazy on that.
Yeah.
Anyway, 194 store. So we know them from their shop in LA.
The OG.
Right?
Yeah.
They're neighbors with Varsity. I think last time we were in LA, we went there and I believe that you picked up some Versace Sunnies and eventually put them down. And then I picked them. I was like, oh, I fucking love these.
The ones with the broken arm now.
The ones that I broke.
Yeah. I bought Silver Taps because they're like known for do they only have silver tabs?
That's right.
And then Varsity is more of like your 501, 511, orange tabs type shit.
And 194 did the piss yellow silver tabs that we were in LA when they dropped, but we were at our dude. I think we had an event or we were potting, and by the time we got out of there,
sold out.
They're sold out.
Those are great. Dude. That was a really good colorway. Yeah. It is like, it's like if
it's like a frothy piss yellow.
It's like the not a team player hydration color jeans.
Right. But I went there, made a few purchases just to cleanse the palate.
What's this?
I was like, you know what? Got a little bag today. Let me fucking buy some jorts and a tee.
What's is the spread basically the same as what's in LA, or is there a little bit more like New York centric kind of stuff? What do you say?
I gotta go.
Oh,
it's definitely a smaller shop, smaller space. A lot of silver tabs, They have like a whole camo rack. They have a bunch of like kind of like rap tees, band tees that are, you know,
they always have great curation.
Priced at what rap tees and band tees are now.
Yeah.
A lot of vintage cheapy, a lot of a little more CP than Stone, but they got a bunch of Stone. A lot of fucking Gerbo. Fucking like rave pants, like parachute pants.
So it's the vibe.
Good stuff. It's good shit.
Yeah, dude. They really curate the band tees so well.
Bro, I bought a pair of jorts. I'm not a jortsman, but I got the jorts.
What kind of jorts?
Kind of this like over dyed. They're striped, vertical stripes.
like a popcorn salesman wearing jorts.
But they're tonal, so it's like an over dyed indigo on indigo. More of a subtle stripe, but I don't know. Maybe I'll wear them one day. Maybe
what makes my stripes popcorn stripes and your stripes not popcorn stripes for all of your stripe shit? Like even the J.Crew shirt you're wearing. Like why do I only get the popcorn stripes?
Because I think that's like an evil. Sorry,
Freudian
equal. Like for example, well, it's also the color choice that you go with.
Loud.
Red, white, red, white.
Popcorn like, for sale.
Yeah, it looks like a circus tent.
Oh, sure.
Versus like the J.Crew one, it's like it's not as loud. It's like a faded pink on like a faded blue. I think.
Ironically, all of my most notable popcorn Johns, which you have rightfully called out for being as such, have no white stripes in them.
Huh.
Yeah. I think it's just the yellows and greens.
Yeah.
That make it circus tent adjacent.
But look, I had to go get my fucking non-menswear on. And yeah, shout out 194, another great addition to what is a rapidly increasing in quality volume of New York City retail stores.
Yeah, that's a fun way to shop. Like the kind of like neuralizing the taste buds from like, it's like, okay, we're going to do like this style here. And then like totally switching up the vibe. And then maybe seeing like how new purchases could like work together, especially if you have that shit on you and you could like try it on.
It's also like, I think like J.Crew is so methodical and so kind of like, it's just very easy to be like, oh, I am a medium. I am a 32. You know, even though you can like, oh, I want to try on the oversized and a small. I want to try on the slim in a fucking large. Whereas like, you know, at 194, I'm like trying on like size 38 fucking silver tabs. I'm trying on like crazy old CP, seeing if it works, prepping for the fall. But it's kind of like more of a free for all. I don't know, just chaos.
Any ink on any of those 101s at 194?
No, the J.Crew stopped all the ink.
They sucked it all up. It's a very porous OCBD.
Yeah. The J.Crew stopped up all the ink. But Lawrence, I want to talk about.
Yeah.
We talked about menswear. That's near and dear to your heart. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I wanted to make one point that I had not thought about that is very interesting. And actually, you might like this because one thing that I think is counterintuitive to this menswear moment is that all of these like cool vintage stores that we like consider the tip of the spear that we like to shop at in New York, none of them really have any classic menswear pieces, jeans aside, right? Like I'm not walking into 194, and maybe that's a bad example, but like and seeing like, oh, here's the vintage Brooks Brothers shirt rack, right? And even Chickies, who has that vintage shirting, a lot of that is like that Italian high-end shit, like what you're wearing today with the Rape shirt, right? So it's like, is that just another reason to believe that this like menswear back shit is not true? Because the vintage stores don't really, and of course there are some, but it's like more likely to find that at a Goodwill than you are at like a cool guy vintage store.
No, there's like, oh, fuck, I'm blank on the name. I mean, I think that the Americana vintage, American vintage, you know, menswear vintage, just like you'd find it in your more like kind of like not cool guys stores,
right?
Just like regular vintage surplus stores,
just your musty RS,
like where the real heads go picking, and they're getting like, you know, the quote unquote cool shit, for lack of a better term. It's like I'm sure that there's fucking tons of old Brooks Brothers shirts, yeah, and there's a ton of that, and like eBay, LL Bean and fucking Eddie Bauer and all that shit, and like you can find that stuff. I don't know. Maybe it's just like maybe that's on you, bro. Maybe this is your fucking calling. Or
maybe it's like the more like the collared shirt as like a casual, you know, jawn, even if it like originally was meant to like be on Wall Street. Like, yeah, I guess people want, instead of the OCBD, I think people want like the Brioni, Armani, or like Charvet, like something a little bit more high end when it comes to their shirting versus like, oh, it's my fucking grandpa. He fucking sewed the holes in the elbows because it's a hard wearing Brooks Brothers OCBD, you know? Maybe that's the vibe.
Who's the American...
it's a cool way to hold your mic.
I know. Who's the American designer? Like Bill
Blass.
Bill Blass. Remember Bill Blass?
He's an icon. Perry Ellis.
Absolutely.
Dead. Yeah, Perry Ellis died. Well, all the rest are alive. Ralph's still alive. Tommy's still alive.
Yeah, what are you
Calvin's
talking about? Fucking
alive.
vintage Ralph. No?
Nah, yeah, but like his
everything but that.
And you know what? I don't like vintage Ralph OCBDs because of the fucking pony. I want a clean shirt. That's just me.
All right.
That's just me.
Speaking of clean shirts, speaking of I forgot my original transition before I was interrupted. But Lawrence, I want to ask you something because we are in the midst of a little pop culture moment. And I say this, I'm trying to say this like with no hate or fucking haterade in my heart. I want to like be clear-eyed about this. I want to be like live in the moment because it is interesting when like overlapping macro and micro forces, personal, impersonal kind of overlap, which is what's happening right now when it comes to the worlds of like fashion, pop culture, and tennis.
Yeah.
Tennis as a new fad. And I don't want to talk about tennis, only tennis per se. But I think it is interesting to kind of just examine it through the lens of like, you know, this happening before, kind of the relationship between like sports and lifestyle and sports and fashion and sports and menswear. But I do want to establish that tennis is 1000% like the new thing that all the brands are trying to get into. All the fucking influencer girlies and boys are trying to like, you know, align themselves with. The US Open.
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm thinking
the
of.
week pre-US Open, which is like this week.
Yeah.
Chock full of fucking events. And it is becoming like, just like anything needs to now be the Coachella of like that week. I feel like US Open has become, you know, another fucking moment in like the cultural marketing calendar where there's like brand activations and money and influencers and celebrities and blah, 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 and social media and all this shit. As the greatest example that I am a part of, and I'm kind of torn about this just because of like how I feel and how I am versus like loving tennis. So On, the tennis brand.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
The Swiss, you know, crazy money. You've seen it on your local tech bro in the airport. You've seen it at the Chase Sapphire Lounge.
Seen it on Roger Federer.
You've seen it on Roger Federer. They're putting on a tennis event on Wednesday. Hit me if you want the link for attendance. I don't know.
Wait, they're selling tickets?
I think it's a RSVP.
Oh, but it's like you can go and wait. So I can go and as a civilian and watch you stroke.
I'm going to get into that. So they're really trying to make tennis a thing. That's what I'm saying. I say all that to be like, people are trying to make tennis a thing.
Can I ask you a question? Would you feel the same way if the US Open, which we're lucky enough to be going to a week from today, if that wasn't on the horizon, would you still feel like it was really happening, even though we're like post challengers and like,
yes,
really? Okay. So this is an extended moment.
Carlos with Louis, Sinner with Gucci. All these guys are in GQ. Fucking Taylor Fritz's girlfriend having Dairy Boy, which is like the hottest fucking girly brand in the world. Big Foe being homies with like Pusha T. Fucking
Big Foe.
Ben Shelton, even though he was a big conservative and his boys with Vivek, is like the wunderkind of American tennis.
An on-tennis athlete.
You know, I think like we're in a post Big Three era. Women's tennis has like the young all-stars with like Naomi Osaka, Coco Gauff. There's all this beef now. Like there's tennis meme accounts and like all that.
Really?
Shit. Yeah. Crazy amount.
Okay.
But On is trying to do this thing where they're having this like huge build out and they're trying to make like, and they literally said this on like in their materials, like we're trying to like blend tennis and the culture around tennis.
So lifestyle.
Yeah. Where I'm like, so, okay, it's like there's DJs, there's a fucking performance by a pop star. There's
Chappelle Roan.
No, there's a lot of influencers and like there's like a slick marketing deck.
Yeah.
The influencers.
Are you in the deck?
Yes, there are.
Fuck yeah, dude.
They're building a tennis court in like a Brooklyn Navy Yard warehouse.
That's cool.
Where they will then also have like a big concert that, you know, big party and the fucking liquor sponsors.
Is there
all the shit?
Is there a shoppable element? Like, are they going to like?
I have no idea.
Like, I wonder if they're going to do like.
I doubt it. I think they're just trying to be like, yo, what's up? We're the fucking cool tennis brand.
Because like, I feel like there's got to be a lane for like US Open specific, because that is like it's a Grand Slam. It's American. It's like cool.
Well, Ralph does the official merch.
Right. Like on the ball boys. I just mean like, I wonder if the license is wrapped up with the fucking horsepower, because
no, it is.
Oh,
they do the official. There's like a bear playing tennis. There's like a big Ralph store, and like you can buy what the ball boys and ball girls are wearing from like the polos to the shoes to the socks to everything.
Are there any openly gay tennis players? Because I wanted to do a bear playing tennis, but I don't know.
I don't know.
Big foe? Is he hairy? Is he hairy enough?
A big hoe. I told you the Ralph Lauren tennis bears like sexually abused me like 2 years ago at the US.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm happy that you can find your way back despite that.
I was trying to take
experience.
a picture. She it was a female bear, goes like this, and then like tries to grab me and kiss me. I'm just like, get away.
Whoa, dude.
Anyway, the thing I'm doing, so there's 2 teams, and it's in conjunction with GQ. Right?
Okay.
So there's 2 teams, and there's like a skills challenge. Which is kind of shitty because, like, we will be playing. We will
hope so.
Be hitting balls with rackets. We will be stroking. The skills challenge is not conducive to my fucking grinder play style. So, like, I'm not expecting to necessarily do well because, you know, it's not about like fucking. It's not about mashing out points and like grinding your opponent to dust. It's about like it's like target practice.
Well, you should expect to do well. I want you to go in with a good mindset. I mean, you're representing one half of the only podcast that matters.
That's right. I can't wait to see you in the stands rooting me on. You'll be there, right?
No.
Yeah. Here's what's funny.
Yeah.
Noah Johnson.
Okay.
Right. Who, by all accounts, he and I are kind of like neck and neck for like #1 menswear tennis guy in the city.
Right.
He's GQ. GQ
Famously.
is putting on this event. Guess whose team I'm on?
Wow, he's ducking you?
I'm on Noah Johnson's team. He obviously puppet mastered that to fucking duck me, bro.
Ducking the smoke.
Because he knew put us on opposing teams. That's welcome to the op list. I'm fucking putting one in your gut. I'm going to lure you in. You think you have a nice little put away.
Stroke of dope.
Turns out you're too tardy to the party to realize you have no angle. I'm a fucking offensive lob you. It's going to land 6 inches within the baseline, and you're going to want to fucking kill yourself.
So you've been fantasizing about beating Noah Johnson's ass on the court.
Not Noah Johnson, just, you know, not him necessarily.
Wait, so you guys are doubles partners then?
I don't know. So whatever. There's a fucking like, it's like a tennis format. Whatever. That's the on event. I guess it's just like, this is just indicative of any subculture having its moment in the spotlight where the brands have to be a part of it. The influencers have to be a part of it. It's a weird time when that thing, I mean, I don't know if this has ever happened. I don't know if like drinking beer has ever been like, you know, a fucking fad moment. I'm just kidding. That's eternal.
I was going to say a fad, brother.
Yeah.
That's
it's just an interesting, you know, for lack of a better term, subculture kind of moving into like the more pop culture, like branded spotlight.
What does On's current lifestyle offering look like? And is it as bad as like the On Kith collab, like Federer sneakers?
Oh man. I mean,
it's got to be hoodies, airport wear.
This is like the I mean, this goes to like, this is about like this intersection of like kind of sports and fashion, right? Is like the lifestyle around it. So with tennis, there's no fucking lifestyle around it. Or the lifestyle is like very lame. It's about elitism, snobbiness, being fucking exclusionary. It's inaccessible. It's hard to play tennis unless you like grew up like with the space and near it.
Hence the rise of pickleball, because it's tennis for babies, like you've said.
It's tennis
before.
for babies. Well, it's a very hard sport to play. And like, you could be fucking around and playing basketball. You can be fucking around and playing wiffle ball if you're not good at it and still having a fun time. You cannot play tennis and be bad and have a fun time. You're just dumping it to the net.
There's no shooting hoops version of, what about hitting against a wall?
That's fucking, you're by yourself.
Yeah.
So like, what's the lifestyle there? Just fucking
the lone wolf lifestyle. Yeah, no, you're right. So like, because that's my thing. It's like, for there to be there, I mean, every brand that especially is in athletic wear, sportswear traditionally, is going to try to create a lifestyle element. But when there is, like you're saying, no lifestyle, like with soccer or football and fucking bloatcore, like the fans, and whether you're talking about hooliganism or casuals or whatever, but like that diehard like fandom, that's the lifestyle, right? That's part of it. And then in basketball, the lifestyle is what? Like fucking,
I think it starts with like, can you wear the stuff that the athletes are wearing, right? To a certain extent.
No uniforms.
Soccer, you can wear the jerseys, the kits, if you will. Basketball, not really anymore, but you used to be able to wear the jerseys, but basketball shorts, fucking, you know, I know a guy named Erica that has a house in East Hampton because of basketball shorts.
That's true.
Sneakers, obviously, a fucking Air Force One, a Chuck is a basketball shoe.
Yeah, that's right. Chuck
Air
Taylor.
Force One basketball shoe. Mm-hmm. Tennis, you know, Stan Smiths.
Yeah, right. Lacoste.
but that's old. And like, that's like,
Yeah.
you know, you can't, like Rene Lacoste, what he was wearing. Yeah, you can wear that now. It's just a fucking green polo. You cannot wear what Ben show, a sleeveless gradient tie-dye performance wear, fucking like the shit they put on NASA shuttles. You can't wear that off the court and not look like a fucking herbivore.
Can you even wear that on the court and look cool? Like, are you going to be dripped in head to toe on? And like, are you going to look too good for the quality of sport that is being played?
Yeah, but like that's true of any, like that's true of any sport, right? Like remember fake Jordan? He pull up in the fucking 45 Bulls jersey.
Damn, that guy ruled.
The like he was, what was he wearing? Like the 11s? Like the
and then a McDouble falls out of his pocket.
Yeah.
Like the iconic tweet.
You can't pull up like, I remember, and this analogy that I started writing this thing out for Substack for Saturday, but remember like the kid that in Little League, he would show up with like the most expensive, the latest shit, right? And he would like be like fucking wearing eye black. It's like, bro, we're 10.
You're not Babe Ruth, bro.
He'd be fucking like have like 3 batting gloves on. You're like, what are you doing?
Too many.
Yeah, he had like a shin guard on. You're like, what?
Yeah.
Wrong fucking sport. And then he would suck, right? But like, you know, he would have like I'm trying to think like who was like, he would have like the Ken Griffey Jr. batting stance down to a fucking T.
I love a fucking fucked up batting stance a la Noma.
I know, but like,
Griffey.
It's like, yo, you could have like, you can't hit, like maybe you should do whatever feels right so you can hit the ball.
Chuck Knobslob.
Chuck Knobslob with the yips.
Wait, so yeah, dude. Well, so what about like, are there like, okay, so all the cool, well, there's always cool vintage stuff in a lot of the sports, but tennis only has cool vintage. There's no, well, I mean, this is like the Jordan brand problem, right? Like, and I guess like you kind of, and even really basketball, which is why like I think like Anthony Edwards, despite being like so charismatic and awesome at fucking playing the sport of basketball, but like his shoe was like finally like a kind of cool modern basketball shoe, and that like made waves with the AE mids and lows. Whereas like, look at Jordan brand, like what? Like, there's not been a new Jordan that anyone wants to wear with jeans, right?
Well,
that's the issue.
Yeah. Tennis. So like On, I think is a good example because they're like the new kid on the block. And you look at Nike, right? Nike tennis and Nike in general. It's like, what the fuck is going on? Yes, they're making a ton of money, but do they have like the cultural cachet anymore? Are they like pushing boundaries? Are they like moving culture? Are they making culture pop? No, not really.
Can they just get in their Agassi bag and just go back to what works?
They tried to fucking relaunch the Johnny Mac with Travis Scott.
That's right, the Cactus Max.
And that was like, what?
Oh, the court challenge.
What are you doing here?
Or whatever the fuck.
The Johnny Max. Called. Yeah. So it's like, what are you doing? Like,
oh my God, I forgot about the backward swoosh and the marketing.
Yeah. So
the fake ass marketing.
I think the Nike tennis being so abysmal right now is kind of indicative of like maybe Nike as a whole, right? Where and this is why like you look at Nike and yes, it's true. Like most like quote unquote cool guy tennis players, they're just like, yeah, I just wear the what?
Could you play in the Mac Attack tomorrow? Could you? Like do you think? Because like those are pretty good
as a shoe.
At least you wouldn't feel like well, first of all, with your tennis shoes, you wouldn't want to wear them off the court because you ruined them, right? Like they need to be for performance because like, then it's like, what are we really trying to do here? It's like, you have different shoes for different things.
It's almost like, yo, if your tennis shoes look good, then I don't trust them to like actually perform on the court.
I don't want
I'm not going to play basketball. I'm not going to play basketball in fucking Air Forces.
No.
Right? I mean, I will because like, I don't care. And I'm not like playing basketball as hard as I can.
Has tennis footwear tech advance at the same rate as basketball tech because knowing there's so much more money in the other sport?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, it's all shared within the company.
I guess you're right. It's all Nike proprietary technology.
But you look at Nike and everyone's like, yo, Nike tennis is like, literally people are like, what the fuck is it right now? And I think, you know, a brand like Nike, Adidas, even Reebok, they kind of have like their history of the sport and the aesthetic where, you know, it's kind of like a burden where it's like, well, Nike used to be so sick and, you know, Agassi in the 90s and fucking
Macaron,
the Williams sisters. And, you know, Reebok had Macaron in the 80s.
Oh, shit.
Reebok had Michael Chang in the 80s.
Oh, shout out Michael Chang, dude.
Yeah. Fucking
Grand Slam winner, Michael Chang.
He won the French Open once.
One time. Yeah, that counts more than Ben Shelton.
Yeah. Been shitted on.
More than Big Foe.
Yeah, absolutely. But then you look at it now and you're like, what the what is everyone just looks like a fucking it's like a Basquiat painting. Like
isn't there a way though?
In a bad way. Derogatory.
Couldn't they just rip off what all like the cool running brands are doing in the running space? Because that's tech.
Okay, so that's the comparison I draw between like kind of like another, niche or like not sport that has been like absolutely fucking satiated or saturated with like brand activation, whatever. Running obviously having a slow moment. And yeah, they have Satisfy, they have District Vision, even 316 getting in on the fucking aesthetic. Hoka,
Solomon, trail running. Does that count? It's a little Gorp. Because Gorp did this successfully, right?
But that's the only other sport I can think of that like went from sport and then adapted into kind of like lifestyle. And it became there's no, it's not a sport, it's a subculture. Gorp.
It's kind of like a lifestyle in and of itself. And honestly, now it feels like, because that stuff worked because it was always lifestyle forward. So here's what I don't understand, right? So you have, and I want to ask you because you play it and you know. So the lifestyle element, the hanging out, the chilling with the boys and the bros that golf has, there's no tennis equivalent at the club?
No. Why at the club? What club?
Country club.
I wouldn't know, but I don't think so. So, okay. So it's almost like it's fascinating to see everyone trying to make this a thing when it's like, yo, there's no thing.
Right.
Like there's nothing surrounding this. Like, and like golf. Yes. You have guys wearing the fucking performance polos as they go, drink their transfusions at the fucking whack bar.
I love a transfusion.
Yeah.
Because I'm just thinking about like what Metalwood did, where it's like the everyman, younger, hanging out, guys being dudes rock element of golf, and then taking that and making like a cool fire streetwear brand. There's no one can do that with tennis. It feels like free money.
I don't know. I mean, with like when you're done playing tennis, you're just fucking dripping in sweat. You're like, okay, I need to go home and shower now.
Damn.
There's no like real post tenny beers or real lifestyle running that I know of.
So when a run club infiltrates your local dive, it smells like shit.
Yeah. Oh. Well, you know what? Actually, so
stinky sex.
Run clubs it's just SantaCon because now people just fucking I saw the TikTok where it's like there's like the 8 mile people, then the 11 mile people, and then just the people there for their hot walk.
Yeah.
So they're just meeting at the park and walking to the bar.
I will never judge a hot walk because I don't even do that much physical activity, but yeah, I can see that there's levels to this shit for sure.
Okay, I'll just finish this by saying like I think that the brands and the macro forces are trying to make tennis a thing beyond just like playing the sport. And, the last time this happened organically with Gorp, I don't think it can happen. Like the aesthetics just do not translate 1-to-1.
Right.
On running, you see it on just like, guys fucking trying to make their regional flights to go, buy up some VC guys trying to go suck a mom and pop chain dry. I don't know.
I got another question for you, and maybe this will let me be a little bit of a transition god. As someone like you who plays tennis, you're a participant and you're a fan. What do the fans want? What does a fan like you want in terms of tennis lifestyle, maybe apparel or the associated kind of? Do you not want it?
Because that like performance wear?
No, I mean, or just even like if there was going to be like a street version of tennis.
There doesn't have to be a street version of it. That's what's crazy. Okay. Like what I want that doesn't exist is just like a performance fabric t-shirt or polo that is no logos.
Not gonna happen.
That is a muted color that isn't like color blocked and has like fucking spray paint over here. It's just like a dark green polo in a performance fabric so my nipples don't chafe off.
Right.
But you don't even need that. Like you can just, unless you're playing 2 hours plus of tennis, you don't need fucking performance fabric. Honestly, when I interviewed Brendan Babenzine years ago, we were talking about for Noah.
Oh, right.
We were talking about running. He's an avid runner. And he's like, yeah, I don't wear like the fucking shit that like Olympians wear because I'm just a guy running.
I just wear chino shorts, dude.
No, he legit was like, I wear corduroy shorts and a flannel and a t-shirt. Cause he's like, I don't need to like the moisture wicking fucking whatever fabric that's going to be 0.02 seconds faster. Like, one, that's not going to happen. Two, I don't need that. It's not going to like, I'm not performing at the level where, I need to find an edge in my opponent.
Perform worse, look better. That's what should be the fucking tagline.
The one shirt that I wear, I'll just say this on court the most, is just a plain white shirt that is like a moisture wicking performance fabric, and it just is like Mont Tremblant, which is the town outside of Montreal. Mont Tremblant tennis. That's the town outside of Montreal, and that's classy in like a black,
so it's merch. So it's classy performance merch.
It's like country. It's not a club. I guess it was a tennis club.
Performance merch.
Boom.
That's a fucking $1 million idea. Though I guess there already is performance merch everywhere. Like I mean, that's country club or whatever. But it's
or you just fucking, or it's merch off the athlete, right?
Yeah. No, I just asked about fan service because I kind of had my first brush with it. Because I've always the idea of fan service is normally used, at least in like media and movies and stuff, television, even music, as like a fucking, it's like a detriment. Like people don't want to be like,
what do people mean by it?
It's like basically like actively giving fans of something what they want. And I experienced this when I spent my rainy day weekend seeing Alien Romulus, where it's like
transition. God,
when fan service happens,
done with tennis.
When fan service happens in like traditional nerdy shit, like
this
Star
is like what
Wars,
pandering to the fucking nerds.
You know what with Ghostbusters reboots and you know what's happening in the MCU or whatever. Star Wars, like I said, like normally I just read about it where it's like critics hate it, but like it's used to manipulate fans and their wallets to like get them excited, to get them stoked, and ultimately put money like on the bottom line or in the box office in this case. And I guess I've always like been like, all right, well, I don't need to fucking worry about fan service because like while I am a fan of movies, maybe you've read my summer movies list on or my summer movie awards on Substack.
Yo,
but
how
like,
did it feel real quick? How did it feel to dust off the pen 15?
I mean, you told me that I wrote too much. I could like scale it back.
I'm like, this motherfucker verbose in person and on the page.
Yeah, dude. No, I spent all week on, I don't know. It felt nice to put the effort into, especially on a subject that I love, where I could hopefully like, you know, provide some serviceable element to our, you know, rapidly growing, you know, Substack subscriber base. But yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's a muscle, right? Like we now talk shit for a living. I used to only write shit for a living.
Right. Tweet shit for a living.
Yeah. Or tweet shit, whatever. So any version of any amount of length. And I don't know. I think it's something that I feel like we're going to be offering more of, right? I mean, it's not just going to be links in a rec center. Like there's obviously going to be some pros.
Yeah, you better get in the motherfucking gym, boy.
How much are you writing for your tennis thing?
I don't know yet.
Is that like
probably less than your movie intro?
Verbose ass. Anyway, so I dealt with fan service, seeing Alien Romulus, which I did liked. And I'm happy that fucking people are seeing it.
Where'd you see it?
I went to Alamo.
Was there a popcorn bucket?
No, they don't do that promotional stuff.
What was the drink order?
I had 2 Coke Zeros.
Well, oh, you don't drink booze.
Yeah,
that's right.
But you know what Alamo does? Like where it's all like the popcorn bucket is like the memorabilia meme when you like go to see a movie at like a Regal or an AMC. The Alamo will have like a special cocktail and like food menu, but like I don't want.
I saw an Alien Romulus butt plug.
Really?
Just on Twitter, yeah.
Yo, well, you know what? It's that like H.R. Geiger shit is like perfect.
It was like a little bloody baby alien on the base of the plug.
Do you think it's like, is that something you put on your is that a mantelpiece or is that like for your actual ass piece?
I think you put it in your ass.
It doesn't sound comfortable.
Well, no, the alien, it doesn't, it's like the regular butt plug.
Yeah.
And then you have, so that's going this way, like a stalactite, right? C for ceiling, stalactite.
Mm-hmm.
Then the baby alien is on like the base. Have you seen a butt plug before?
Yeah. So it's a face hugger on the base. How familiar are you with the alien?
It's like a little bloody alien and fetus.
Sounds perfect for a picnic date. Yeah. If you ask me. No, I'm a huge Alien fan. I think like maybe like within the past year, I even like
and yet
reviewed. No,
you didn't know that you see Sigourney Weaver's bush in the OG. You fucking fraud.
I just watched the OG too, and maybe I'm blind to Bush.
That's a curse I wouldn't wish upon Noah Johnson.
Yeah, dude.
No, bro. It's in the remaster. You can see Bush.
Okay, well, I'm just watching on Hulu like the everyman. No, I think I ranked I did my Alien rankings, which I'm not going to do again and add Robinson. I thought it was very good. I think there's a lot of people that do not like the Ridley Scott prequel stuff, whether it's Prometheus or Alien Covenant. I really like those. So for me, this is just like maybe like approaching, if not 100% up to par with what Sir Ridley does with his IP and his series. And I'm not talking about any of the Alien versus Predator shit. Get that the fuck out of here. That doesn't count.
That doesn't count? Okay.
That's not canon for me, even though I think technically it is. Alien 3, a little underrated. That's Fincher on the sticks. And then Alien Resurrection is absolute fucking dog shit and what unfortunately killed the franchise until we got the prequels. But this was good. But I had never sat in a movie theater with something I really love, like a franchise, and been pandered to. And there's a ton of pandering from the OG Alien, from one of the greatest sequels of all time, James Cameron's Aliens. And it was like weird. to experience that. Cause like, I don't know. I guess I never thought of like, is Alien nerdy?
No, but
right? It's like, it's cool.
The only other person I got a review from, I think Chuck
saw
on Letterboxd. I don't know what his score was or rating or whatever.
We gave it the same score, 3.5 stars out of 5.
Okay. I spoke with a actual filmmaker.
Okay.
Well, TV maker.
Oh, okay.
Part of a duo.
Yeah. Okay. I'm familiar.
Was recently on a podcast.
What did he say?
Is white.
What did Khan say?
He was not a fan.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder if he likes the prequels. I wonder where he stands in terms of like Alien stand-up. Because
I'm sure he does.
This is very much I think there's a lot of homages to a bunch of different Alien movies, but this really draws from the OG and the sequel. And I think everyone should see it in theaters, if only because like I would love to see Alien movies till the day that I die, and they need to make money.
Okay.
And it's making
this one did
crazy money. Well, dude, I think it made like 18 mil. Like,
is that a lot?
The first night. Yeah. For like, I think it's overperforming people's expectations, especially because it's, you know what this is? Did you see Rogue One? Like the Star Wars story?
Yes.
Did you like it?
I was on a plane.
Okay.
I think so.
It was pretty good.
I like those. I like those little prequel kind of one-offs.
Right. Like it fits in to a greater storyline, a greater fucking timeline and lore, but like is like a standalone contained thing. And
Forrest Whitaker was good in that, right?
Yeah. And so is fucking Oscar Isaac.
You must run.
Wait, Oscar Isaac's in the actual ones.
Yeah, bro. He's fucking Han Solo.
Yoda.
You must run. Yoda. That's
he's anyway, fucking shout out Oscar Isaac and Forrest Whitaker, I guess. No, I think it's good. And I gotta recap with Khan because I think it's exactly like what it needed to be.
That sounds like J.Crew, bro. So it's the J.Crew of Alien.
Yo, honestly, yeah.
All right. Yeah, you got your dick riders and you got your fucking clear-eyed full hearts.
Are you gonna see Romulus?
No, probably not.
No?
I saw Twisters.
How was that?
It was fun. Watched it at home.
Is it better than Twister?
No.
How's Glenn?
Honestly, it was fun. It was a romp. It was like
you watch alone or with other people?
Watch by myself Saturday night. I was like, you know what? I'm in for a romp. Like 30 seconds in, you knew that you were going to be romping. And, you know, towards the end, towards like the fucking lovey-dovey shit, I was on my phone. But like otherwise, pretty good CGI.
I heard that romance or the romance that you think is developing never even comes to fruition, which I think some people were like interesting. And then some people were like, I want to see Glenn Powell kiss a girl.
I was glad it kind of like shied away.
How was our guy GP? Did he have the unmistakable charm and charisma?
Yeah, bro, he's charming as hell. He's got that little twinkle in his eye. He's got small fucking J.Crew giant chino eyes. He was good, but it's like, we kind of had this conversation. Him as like a style guy. I'm like, nah, bro. Like he's just dressing like his fucking character, which you would love, by the way.
Oh, I mean,
a beard swigging tornado wrangler from Arkansas who wears Western shirts and fucking big belt buckles.
Yeah.
That's your old shit.
You have good boots in that movie, or did they not show any ankle down shots?
No ankle down shots. More focus on the cowboy hat. What's his name was fucking pretty fire too. Anthony Ramos? Is that his name?
I don't
know. But yeah, I don't know. It's fine movie.
Okay. I don't want to see
Anthony Ramos playing Javi.
I don't want to see it. Okay. Maybe if it hits HBO, like I'll watch it for free. Like you rented it, right? You like paid some amount of money to see it. Yeah. I can't envision myself doing that. I guess like what kind of pissed me off about like the press junket, and I kind of threw shots towards these people in my awards piece on Substack, but it's like the idea that there's like people that are like fans of classic menswear, but like literally need to be explained why jeans were creased. I was like, what the fuck are we doing here?
See, it's not even that. I don't even think it
just bothered me.
Creased jeans is even like deeper than I think what the Glenn Powell style, like, look at this fucking style swerve. It was just like, yo, he wore like a wife pleaser underneath the button down with the sleeves rolled up. And it's like, yep, that is what he wore. It was, pardon me, it was very like kind of like J.Crew shit. It was like he was like just wearing J.Crew during his whole style junket.
Oh, I thought it was like a little more Western-y. A little more workwear.
Yeah, which there's a button down. There's a denim Western.
Yeah, that actually looked pretty good. If I didn't have a million of those, that was definitely maybe another fucking, throw it in the bag.
See? That's growth, bro. That's why I wasn't like trying to, throw shit in the bag because I was like, I have all this.
Yeah, I guess like the Glen Powell shit, like I guess I'm being very specific and very in the weeds about like the creased jeans thing, and that's like a personal problem that I have to deal with. But like, I get needing to have a new guy so that we can write Instagram headlines. But the thing that it just proved to me that like I don't think I'll ever get over, and like we've dealt with this a bit, whether it was like on our Reddit or just like this is just a latent feeling in the community. But like it's like what Carmi and the white tee. It's like you can want the thing that a guy that is a zood for you wears. I mean, I look at me, but everything I said already this episode.
I think you're on
like,
4.
Yeah, but like
if you include me.
But to be so naive and to not know yourself, to think that like you're gonna look like that guy or any semblance of that, like I don't understand. Like I don't get that, dude. It's not. That's not self-improvement.
And to me, that is kind of what is at the heart of the J.Crewness, where it's like there's a J.Crew look. And it's like you go to the J.Crew store to get the J.Crew look.
So you think you're going to look like a magazine or a catalog cover star?
I think you're more like slightly elevated than like the fucking basic Brad at, the office kitchen.
Yeah.
I know, again, that's not a bad thing. And that's, the more that, the better. But if that's just like, if that just becomes the de facto, yes, the bar's been raised a little bit, but that goes against kind of what we're always just like, the discovery aspect, the curiosity aspect, the critical thinking, what pisses me off about Glen Powell being the guy is like, now he is like being a menswear style icon is part of like the press junket, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like you do the Men's Health shirtless cover to talk about your diet and your training.
Yep.
You do the fucking, serious like Vanity Fair interview.
The profile, yeah.
You do like the silly little kind of like BuzzFeed ass, like
do hot ones.
You go on hot ones. You do the little BuzzFeed ass, like, oh, Google says Glen Powell fucks chickens or whatever. Like, what? Oh, I don't fuck chickens. And now it's like Glen Powell. And now because we had to fill the content machine, you have, legacy media being like, Glen Powell is the fucking man. And here's how you can dress just like him. And to your point, it's like, you can buy the shit that he's wearing, but you're not going to look like him. And there's so many people that the headlines are touting like, here's how to copy Glen Powell's shit.
Yeah, but you ain't got
literally
the jeans.
Like, literally. It's literally just like ID.
Yeah, true. I guess, and first of all, I'd like to say, can we add the only podcast that matters to this press junket? I feel like
no.
You don't want to have A-list stars on. I would love to talk to Glen Powell, dude.
No.
He would.
Maybe him. I mean, he's charming, right?
Yeah, no, for sure.
He seems like a good guy. I just don't think that he's being stuffed down our throat. And again, it's like the macro forces that are, similarly making tennis a thing, making Glen Powell a fucking thing.
Yeah, I guess what disillusions me is this idea of like getting a look so that you could like lie to yourself about like physically like looking better. And it's all superficial. Like we hope that clothes could be deeper, but I understand it's like, it's a look just like, working out so that you like look good or whatever it is. But all the things that we preach about like why you should care about clothes are hopefully deeper than surface level. And this idea of like,
it is about just looking like Miles Armstrong.
Miles
Davis.
What Armstrong were you thinking of?
Louis
Armstrong. Okay.
Yeah.
Another. That's racist.
I was thinking Neil.
There you go. Safe. I think Neil was up there with the aliens, dude. No, I just think that like, if it's about just like making my arms look bigger, like you can exist. That's fine. But like, I don't know, when you see like the True Blue menswear publications start playing into that like physical element, it's like, we're just selling a dream that like could never be purchased if you're not going to like actually just get in the gym and do some fucking curls, right? Like the white tee is not going to give it to you. And It's one thing to be like, the white tee is like super well made and this is the loop wheeling process and this and that. But it's like, if it's just to like get the guns, it's like, is that what clothes are now to guys? Yeah. I guess a lot of guys, that's what it is. That's where the zoods come from, right?
They absolutely are.
Damn.
You know what? There's people that are going to see our J.Crew video and be like, where can I get those chinos? The answer is J.Crew. You go there, you buy the clothes, and you too can look like a fucking guy crawling on the ground in South Street Seaport.
Yeah, you can look like
preview of the video that's coming.
You can look like one half of the only. You can look like a gambling addicted one half of the only podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, shorts are live on Friday. This has been another episode of the only podcast that matters. Come see me put one in Noah Johnson's gut on Wednesday night.
You're gonna get your own teammate fucked up just to prove a point.
Hell yeah. We might play doubles.
I'll
serve one to the back of his dome. No, I'm kidding. I love dome.
Did Ops for Life come out? Did that? Because you are a grudge guy. I'm learning. I didn't think. I mean, I know you pretty well. I feel like, yeah. everyone holds grudges, but you seem like a grudge guy.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
No, that's
So
not
if
a
I,
bad
held,
thing.
if I held a grudge, we wouldn't be doing this podcast.
That is so true.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Chef, take us out.